Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are doing our daily previews of the NBA playoff games right now with Troy West from allplayswin.com. Today is Friday, but we're going to look at the overnight lines for the playoff games for Saturday, April 25th. Troy West from allplayswin.com. Thanks so much for being back with us.
Hey, thanks, Pete. I appreciate it. Yeah, nice winner last night with the Cleveland Cavaliers. We look to have great continued success with your videos, and we've had a hell of a lot of success at our website. So let's continue this and keep winning.
Yep, awesome call on the Cavs last night. That was a classic vintage call by you, Troy West, another winner with us. All right, let's look at the Saturday games. First one, Atlanta, Brooklyn. Atlanta's up 2-0, but they lost both those games against the spread. Both the games also went well under. You know, now we have a change of venue. Could this one go over? I think that's a possibility. And also, could Brooklyn steal one or both of their home games against Atlanta? I think they probably can. Atlanta not quite looking as dominant as they looked in the middle of the regular season. Brooklyn's just getting 2.5 points as a home dog, but can they steal this game? Sure, why not? What do you think, Troy?
It's a pass for me, and for one reason only, is this Atlanta team really hasn't shown up in this series yet, and yet they still are up 2-0. I think Atlanta has the capability to really show up to Brooklyn and just dominate them.
Right.
You know, Atlanta's 6-0 against Brooklyn this year, Pete, and every game has been a fairly marginal victory other than just this last basketball game. So it does scare me that Atlanta could show up at any point and win by 10, 15 points. In the end, it's a pass for me just because Brooklyn has hung around. This is a playoff game in Brooklyn, very tough place to play. We know Brooklyn has talent. We know they have veteran leadership. It's a pass for me for that one reason, just because Atlanta's X factor. I do think Atlanta could show up and dominate. They're prone to do so at any point in this series. Will it happen tomorrow? That I don't know, and that's why it's a pass for me.
I'm thinking about over 200.5. What do you think about that, Troy?
I can see it, absolutely. Yeah. Both these teams like to get up and down the floor. We know Atlanta can get hot from the three-point line. Could definitely see an over, absolutely.
All right, the second game, Chicago at Milwaukee. You know, Chicago is up 3-0, and they did cover all three, although the last game at Milwaukee went to overtime where they were a small favorite. Now Milwaukee's getting plus 4.5 or 5 at home. You know, Chicago, awesome team, clearly have a talent edge, but Game 3 went to overtime in regulation. Why do we think that Game 4 wouldn't go down to the wire as well? And if that's the case, you got to like Milwaukee plus 5, right, Troy?
Yeah, these teams that are down 3-0, it really comes down to a pride thing to you. It really does. I mean, you know, down 3-0, the likelihood of winning 4 straight is obviously slim to absolutely none. So you got to wonder, okay, you look at the fact, will Milwaukee bring their A game? Will they have their heads high after losing just a really top double overtime game? And then you look at the other side, you look at a team like Chicago. How relaxed will a team like Chicago be? They're kind of in the driver's seat at this point. A lot of variables. It's a tough game to handicap. In the end, if I had to do it, I would take the 5 with Milwaukee, but it's a pass for me just because it's very easy to get relaxed in these type of basketball games.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking Milwaukee plus 5 might actually be quite a good bet, but we'll see. I think I'm going to be on that one, and that is the way you lean, although it's not an official play. And now here we come to the Golden State-New Orleans game, right? Unbelievable. I mean, New Orleans was up by 20 in the fourth quarter. They wind up losing, but still covering the 5-point spread. Now they're getting 7 or 7.5 points for Game 4. You know, I understand that New Orleans might, you know, be deflated from the outcome of the last game, but they clearly have the talent to hang close with Golden State. And even if Golden State again gets kind of an easy win, 7 or 7.5 points at home is a lot, right, Troy?
It's a lot of points, and this is the one I actually will go with an official play. Okay. I will take New Orleans.
Right.
It kind of goes back again to that factor, again, with home, you know, oh, sorry, I'm going to say that again. Sorry.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually going to go with the home team in this one. It kind of goes back again to that factor with Milwaukee and Chicago, where a team is down 3-0. They are deflated, but this one just seems way too many points at this point. It does. It just seems way too many. They've hung in all 3 games, even at Golden State. They hung around. I think this team, being a young team led by Anthony Davis, I think they're going to have the pride to hang in this thing. And how complacent is Golden State? You know, they did come back from down 20. Will they get the sweep? They might get the sweep, but in the end, 7.5, a lot of points for the home underdog here. It really is.
Troy West from allplayswin.com taking one pick on the Saturday card, New Orleans plus 7.5. Can't disagree with that one. Troy West, thanks so much.